said that your dad, he liked to fish a lot?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we had a little hot plate down the basement, and he made what he called dough balls to fish with, and it was cornmeal and sugar and a little water, and he'd cook it till it got stiff, and then he'd make balls out of it. And we'd go fishing, and I'd get hungry, and I'd eat the dough balls, but they were good. There was nothing wrong with them. They were good. And one time he said, "Now you kids be quiet. Sit down and be quiet." And we got bored, So we started to walk down the riverbank, and there was a sandbar down close to the bridge. And we walked out on the sandbar, and I stepped on a piece of glass and cut my foot really bad. And the only thing we had to wrap around it was a dirty old handkerchief. And we didn't want to tell my dad because we would really get in trouble.
Now this was you and your sister?
No, it was me and Peony and Jack and Dorothy.
Oh, cousins.
Cousins, yes. And we knew we had to keep quiet or else we'd be in trouble. So we got home, and I don't know where I got all this knowledge, but I went up to our bathroom and poured alcohol in that cut. And it never got sore. I never had a bit of problems with it, but I've got a nice scar. In fact, I'm the bionic woman.
Really?
Yes. I have 2 artificial knees and 3 bypass heart surgeries. And, I don't have much else to be replaced.
Well, you were evidently pretty good at doctoring your foot. Is that why you decided to become a nurse?
No. I don't know why. I guess I always wanted to help people. Wasn't just myself. And Evelyn, she was kind of a wimpy baby.
And that's your sister?
Yeah, my sister. She was 3 years younger than me, and she was a whiner and a crybaby. And Aunt Alice used to say, "I can tell when Evelyn's going to bed because I can hear her crying." And I don't know whether living next door was good for them or not. They never had any children.
But you were, you went to school, you became a nurse, and how long did you?
Oh, I was involved in that probably about 3 years. And then all this flower business started, and they needed cheap help, and that was me. So I gave up making a living and went to work in the flower shop.
But you eventually liked that?
Oh, yeah, I liked it. Yeah, I liked it.
And tell us how, I know back then money was probably pretty tight. How did you manage doing everything? You worked and you balanced a budget, or how did you?
Oh, yeah, we had a little envelope that had little envelopes inside of this cover, and I had figured out how much money I had to put in every week to pay the bill. So I managed that, and sometimes I'd have to borrow just a little bit from one of the other envelopes, but I always paid it back, and I never had any problem paying the bills, utilities, insurance, anything. And we were on a pretty strict food budget too, and we had hamburger every other night, something hamburger, and go to the grocery with a list, never buy anything that wasn't on the list, except once in a while, I'd splurge, and we'd get something that wasn't on the list. And Tom was just little, and he was about 3, and we'd put him in the cart, and he would put things in the cart, and I'd take things out of the cart, and we did that all during the grocery shopping.